Welcome to Light Her Up, your go-to podcast for exploring what it means to align with your passions and create a life filled with freedom, ease, and fulfillment. I'm your host, Natalie Bernacki, a mom, entrepreneur, and certified coach who left a 15-year corporate career to build a life aligned with my passions and help other women do the same. We'll be diving deep into topics like self-discovery, mindset shifts, and the courage to pursue the life you've always dreamed of. Thank you for being here and for prioritizing yourself. I'm honored to be a part of your journey. If you're ready to find your joy, reclaim your identity, and upgrade your life, you're in the right place. Now let's light it up. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the Light Her Up podcast. Today's episode is for the woman who knows that she has something powerful to offer, but keeps shrinking herself to fit into boxes she's outgrown. We're talking about the journey from hiding to being fully seen, about the quiet fears that keep us playing small, and about the moment that I finally stopped hiding behind a brand name and stepped fully into my own. So if you've ever struggled to put your name, your voice, or your truth out into the world, this one is for you. And before we dive in, I want to know, are you holding back from starting your business or from fully living your dream life? Your business is a huge part of your life. We spend so much of our time and our energy there. So why would you pour all of that effort into something that doesn't light you up? What is really holding you back from going all in? Now, I can tell you that my friend Emily and I have been there. We have had these big burning visions for our lives. And for a while, we were hiding. We were hiding behind other roles, hiding behind other identities. And it wasn't until we found true support from each other and from community that things finally shifted. We inspired each other. We held each other accountable, and we finally started taking the actions that brought our visions to life. And the best part in doing that, we helped other women too. And that is exactly why we created our mastermind. And we are so excited to finally be bringing it online. This is a space where your biggest, boldest dreams are welcomed. There's more than enough room at the table because this table was made for you. It's a community that sees you just as the ambitious, intuitive, and wildly capable woman who you are. So get on the wait list. The link is in the show notes. You'll be the first to know when the doors open. And trust me, you do not want to miss it. When I first started my coaching business, I actually didn't start it thinking, oh, I'm going to be a mindset coach and this is going to be a coaching company. No, I was actually coming out of this dark season in my life where I wasn't feeling well. I was really miserable in my job and really unhappy. I had been depressed for a bit, and I was finally starting to pull myself out of that dark hole that it felt like I was in for a while. I left a corporate job that I was really unhappy with, that I was there for over 9 years. And that weight off my shoulder of leaving a toxic environment felt like such a fresh start. And while that was not the only reason I was depressed, it really did emphasize it. And it was the main catalyst for me to spiral downward. So once I left, I felt like a new person. I wanted new routines, new habits, a new mindset. And I realized that I actually had the power to choose. So I started a page, an Instagram page called the High Vibes Collective. It was just an account that I had to post something positive every day. I didn't know what was going to happen with that account, if anything at all, and that wasn't even really the point of it. It was just a space for me to share positivity, a place to put good energy in the world, kind of a ritual to help me start my own mornings on a better note with no pressure, no agenda to post, just posting happy, positive quotes and affirmations. But as I began to shift internally, that page, that account became something so much more. I started doing mindset work. I even got certified in coaching from the Quantum Coaching Academy. I realized that what I was sharing was coaching, that positivity was a gateway into deeper transformation. And so that little page became the seed of a real business for me. So I went all in because I'm an all or nothing kind of gal. And then I ran into a potential trademark issue with the High Vibes Collective. And it really bummed me out because the reason why I started that page again was so that I could stay high vibe and then again like have it trickle out as this good energy into the world. But I knew that if this business was going to be something big, I didn't want to run into that issue later down the road. So I rebranded and I changed the name to the Light Within Collective. It felt really aligned, it felt super intentional, and it felt safe. So as I started using the name, got the website, got it trademarked, made it official, I realized that it still didn't feel 100% like me. I still loved the name, The Light Within Collective, but it felt like something that was a part of me, not me. I don't know if that makes sense, but I felt like I was sort of hiding behind this title of the brand instead of just showing up as me. So one day, I was really sitting with it and I realized, damn, I do want to start showing up as me. And why did it take me so long to get to this point to realize that my brand shouldn't be the Light Within Collective? It should be me, Natalie Bernacchi. And I realized I had gone with the prior names because I didn't want to be the name, the face, the center. And at that moment, it hit me. I actually started thinking about all the other ways that had shown up in my life previously. I didn't have a big wedding. We eloped. I didn't have a bachelorette party. I didn't want a bridal shower, but my friends made me do something. So we went to brunch and called it a day. And even as a kid, I never wanted the spotlight. I didn't want the attention. I wanted to be the one cheering other people on, not really the one being celebrated. And I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter Maya, I was totally fine having a baby shower. And I think it was because the baby shower wasn't about me, it was about celebrating my daughter. And it all clicked. Not using my name for my business had a much deeper meaning. I was afraid of being seen. I was afraid of what people would think of me. I was afraid of what they'd say, how they'd judge, what they think, what would they think? I'm full of myself? Would they think I was too much, not enough? It was safer to hide behind a brand name to keep things a little more anonymous and a little less Natalie. And at some point, you realize you can't keep hiding and at the same time expect to lead. You can't expect people to find you if you're still trying to disappear. So I reached that point where I finally said, fuck it. I do know what I'm doing. I am good at what I do. I am my brand. People work with me because of who I am. So I changed it. I changed all of my social media handles to Natalie Bernacchi. By the time this episode is released, I'm pretty sure that my website will be nataliebernacchi.com. And truly, the second that I made this decision, even before actually like implementing the changes, this energy shifted. There was a new level of ownership, a new level of alignment, and really a new level of self trust. And I wasn't just hiding behind this big name anymore. I was the brand. I am the brand. And maybe I needed this experience, those lessons, that journey to understand fully how to become comfortable with being seen. A lot of people ask me, do I regret doing all of the work on my website, my LLC, my trademark, my social media, all of the things? And I actually don't. Would I do all of that right away if I was starting a new business again? No, but I don't have any regrets, only lessons. So I want to ask you something. Where are you hiding? Where are you making yourself smaller because it feels safer? Where are you dimming your light so that no one has the chance to criticize your shine? Because here's what I know, the women I coach are brilliant. But do you know what the number one thing that holds them back? The fear of being seen, not fear of failure, not fear of not being good enough, but fear of actually being seen, being witnessed. Being seen means being vulnerable. Being seen means someone might not like it. Being seen means people might talk. But being seen also means you're finally standing in your truth, in your power, in your leadership. And that's it. That's the shift. So I want to invite you to ask yourself, where am I still afraid to be seen? What part of me am I still keeping hidden? And what would it look like to take one step closer to owning who I am? Maybe it's finally showing your face on Instagram. Maybe it's putting your name on your offer. Maybe it's letting yourself be celebrated for once. You don't have to shout to be seen, but you do have to stop hiding. So if this episode resonated with you, if you're experiencing your own epiphany right now, I want you to know that I see you. I'm walking with you, and it's worth it. Tag me on Instagram or DM me and let me know what part hit home. I love you. Keep walking. You're closer than you think. I'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Light Her Up. I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to take steps towards a life better than you ever dreamed. I see you, I hear you, and I'm so proud of you for showing up and prioritizing your journey. When you fill up your cup with love, you can pour so much more into the people and passions that matter to you most. If this episode resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you subscribed, left a review, and shared it with someone who could use a little extra light. For more, check out our weekly 5-minute meditations or connect with me on Instagram at The Light Within Collective. I'm sending you my love, and I'll catch you on the next episode.